I, Flavian Zeija, having been appointed Deputy Chief Justice of the Republic of Uganda.
During the swearing-in ceremony of the new Deputy Chief Justice, President Museveni commended outgoing Deputy Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Richard Butera, for the 44 years of service to the judiciary of Uganda and congratulated Dr. Zeija upon his appointment.
Now, I congratulate Justice Zeija for being appointed Deputy Chief Justice now.
The President will welcome the Honorable Dr. Zeija's remarks about outdated and irrational legal practices, particularly in the matters of inheritance and land disputes.
Well, I'm glad that he's a revolutionary from what he's saying, that he wants to do away with the irrational colonial laws and practices, which we long ago pointed out that these really distort justice in Uganda.
Dr. Zeija, upon assuming his new role, vowed to address outdated legal procedures that burden ordinary citizens, particularly in inheritance and family disputes.
I commend the immediate past Deputy Chief Justice for invaluable contribution to the Court of Appeal or Constitutional Court and the judiciary in general. During the tenure of the retired Deputy Chief Justice Richard Butera, the output at the Court of Appeal and Constitutional Court greatly improved.
President Museveni thus emphasized the need for a justice system that aligns with societal realities.
The example he gave about inheritance is a very good example, because you bring in people who are first of all, who are very far. The geography, Administrator General is only one in Kampala. So I can see that the peasants get a lot of hassle.
Turning to the land dispute in Kiboga, President Museveni narrated how he was compelled to personally intervene after learning of an eviction of a farmer, one called Badru Mwanje, by a man identified as Entebbe. Describing the act as unjust and elitist, the President called on the acting principal judge to investigate the magistrates involved in this case.
Congratulations, my Lord, the Honorable the Deputy Chief Justice, Dr. Flavian Zeija.
On his part, the Chief Justice of Uganda, His Lordship Alphonse Owiny-Dollo, also commended outgoing Deputy Chief Justice, Honorable Justice Butera, for the job well done and congratulated Dr. Zeija on his appointment as the new Deputy Chief Justice of Uganda, describing him as a visionary and dedicated judicial officer.
Your Excellency, I take this honor to warmly congratulate my brother, the Honorable Justice Dr. Flavian Zeija, appointment and eventual inauguration as the new Deputy Chief Justice of the Uganda.
Dr. Zeija previously served as Principal Judge and has also held positions in the High Court of Uganda.
As I assume duties at the court, I am confident that you have built a strong foundation for me to carry on modernization of justice delivery in the Court of Appeal / Constitutional Court.
In a moving tribute, Dr. Zeija dedicated the achievement to his late mother, describing her as a resilient woman who single-handedly raised him after the death of his father.
Your Excellency, I dedicate this milestone to my late mother. Of all the children in our family, I was the only one born at home. My father was a teacher and he could afford hospital bills, but my mother was a peasant. Like Jesus, who was born in a manger, my mother produced me alone in the kitchen.
Dr. Zeija also acknowledged that administering justice in Uganda is not without challenges, noting that some laws and processes feel foreign and inaccessible to ordinary citizens. The ceremony was attended by Pius Bigirimana, the Permanent Secretary to the Judiciary, Honorable Justice Butera, the outgoing Deputy Chief Justice, other judicial officers, among others.